Now here's a disturbing story from Pakistan Occupied Kashmir. Girls in the Rawalakot Medical College were beaten up by the police. Students were protesting against the delay in declaration of their exam results. The college superintendent and a clerk called the police, and then you had the police brutally beating up the students, girls in this case. The reprehensible conduct by the police, in fact, left 15 students injured. Many of them who were in fact taken into custody are still in police lockup. This is clearly Pakistan brutality on display once again. My colleague Ajay Jandial has been tracking that story and has more for us. Those pictures, in fact, also tell a story of their own. All that the girls were demanding was the declaration of their exam results, because there had been a delay, and it is obviously something that was impacting them, and all they wanted was declaration of their results. And what happened next was nothing but brutality. All right, Ajay Jandial, in fact, joining us live at this point. Ajay, what explains this brutal crackdown by the police? All that the girls wanted was declaration of their exam results.
Well, definitely it's a very brutal act of the police of Pakistan Occupied Kashmir, and this need to be condemned even here in Jammu and Kashmir as well as in India. Even we spoke to some of the leaders over here. They are saying that government of Jammu and Kashmir as well as the government of India need to press Pakistan to take action against the authorities of Pakistan Occupied Kashmir, that Punch Medical College, which is in Rawalakot, because the government of India claims that Pakistan Occupied Kashmir is a part of Jammu and Kashmir, and this act is against the people of Jammu and Kashmir. That's why they need to press this issue also, because 17 medical students have been injured, especially the female students have been injured. Those who were demanding and asking for their degrees, because they have done their medical degrees from the Punch Medical College in Rawalakot, and they are asking for the degrees. But instead of giving them, providing them the degrees, they called the police. They asked the police to beat them, and they have been beaten very brutally. And now they are being admitted in the hospital for the treatment.
All right. Can you once again give us a sense of how many may have been injured? And also we are hearing, Ajay, that a lot of those girls were taken into custody and many of them may still be in police custody. What more can you tell us about that?
Well, according to information, the students of Punch Medical College in Rawalakot, they were protesting and asking for their degrees because they have done their, they have completed their degree last year in March. They have completed it, and since for last more than 1 year, they are not getting their degrees. And today they were protesting, and right after they started their protest, the peaceful protest, the authorities, the medical college authority, they have called the police in Pakistan Occupied Kashmir, who have beaten up the students of medical college, those who were demanding for their degrees very brutally, in which more than one dozen students have been injured, especially the female student. Even there is information that many students are still in the police custody, and others are demanding for the release of students. Instead of providing them degrees, they have been beaten up, and they went to the hospital for the medical treatment also. Even this is not the first incident. Even there was a similar incident in Muzaffarabad Medical College, in which students similarly protesting for them for their degrees in March. Even in last month they have been brutally beaten up by the police there in the Pakistan Occupied Kashmir, which clearly shows that this is not the first time, because Pakistan Occupied Kashmir security forces, they have been targeting, harassing and thrashing the people of Pakistan Occupied Kashmir there in PoK, and they have been facing this all for many years.
Ajay, stay with us. We'll come back to you in just a moment. At this point, let's also remind our viewers that this is a call-in show. Our phone lines are open. The number is flashing at the bottom of your screen. Pick up your phone, make a call to us. Tell us what you think about this conduct of the Pakistani police. What justification can there possibly be for beating up those young girls, students? All they were demanding were that they be given their degrees because the exams were over, and yet the results hadn't been declared. And instead of addressing their concerns, because this affects their future, instead of addressing their concerns, the police actually decided to brutally crack down on these students. All right, we have our first caller, Sanjay from Uttarakhand, joining us on the phone line. Sanjay, what's your take on the story that we are reporting?
Good evening, NewsX, and I congratulate NewsX for exposing this nefarious act of Pakistan government. Ever since independence, this has been done, a sincere treatment with the PoK Occupied Kashmir. And Indian government, instead of raising this issue international level or bilateral level, have been the mock spectators. And today, due to this online and channels and etc., this has been very widely exposed. So I wish that you carry a public opinion against this in Jammu and Kashmir. They are also Muslims. The girls who are beaten brutally are the Muslims. And this particular incident should be addressed to Muslims of Kashmir or Jammu or elsewhere in India. See, this is how Muslims are being treated in this PoK Occupied Kashmir. And I thank NewsX for this expose. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sanjay, for sharing your views with us. A quick reminder for our other viewers, this is a call-in show. The number is flashing at the bottom of your screen. If you feel strongly about the issue that we are reporting, those visuals that you're looking at, those young innocent girls first brutally beaten up by the Pakistan police in Pakistan Occupied Kashmir and then taken away in those police jeeps. Many of them, we were told, are still in police custody. Absolutely inexplicable conduct on part of both the police and the college authorities. Share with us your views. Call us at that number. In the meantime, let's listen into some reactions that we've got.
What is happening today in Sindh and in Balochistan and in Pakistan Occupied Kashmir is an absolute and total unbelievable brutality against the elderly, against the women, against the children, and now against the students. With this sort of a thing, there is no way that Pakistan's hold over PoK can remain beyond a point of time.
Pakistan has no credibility as a civilized state. It is widely seen as a rogue state that uses terror as part of its foreign policy. The state of Jammu and Kashmir and the government of India must lodge a protest because it is Indian territory and those are Indian citizens being treated shabbily by the state of Pakistan.
Let's go back to Ajay Jandial at this point. Actually, before we go across to Ajay, let's take another call. Chitranjan from Delhi calling us. Chitranjan, what's your take on what you're in fact looking at on your screen right now?
First of all, congratulations to NewsX team. It's an excellent coverage, and I think Indian media should cover extensively about PoK. I was in Kashmir a few days back, and they are so much against us. They are openly saying we hate Indians only because of non-performance of our government and by our not raising our voices by press.
All right.
So, thank you.
Chitranjan, thank you so much for sharing your views with us.